Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
ABC Wednesdays, Shifting Gears is back.
He has arisen.
Tim Allen and Kat Dennings return in television's #1 new comedy.
What?
With a star-studded premiere including Jenna Elfman, Nancy Travis, and...
Hey, buddy!
A big home improvement reunion.
Welcome.
Oh, boy.
That guy's a tool.
Shifting Gears, new Wednesdays, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
I'll tell you the answer to my question.
Okay.
Because you wanted him, and because like so many other women before you, you figured the way to keep him is to spend money on him.
This is the plaintiff, Sheila Gassant. She says the defendant, her ex-boyfriend, owes her money she loaned him, and every time she asks him for it, he curses her out. This guy's got some nerve treating her this way. She's not gonna let him get away with it, and is suing him for the return of her hard-earned $2,500. This is the defendant, Luckinson Pericles. He says the plaintiff offered him money so he could get his car fixed and never once mentioned anything about it being a loan. She told him she was giving him the money because she loved him. This whole lawsuit's fueled by jealousy because he broke up with her once he found out she was cheating on him. He's accused of cutting off an ex.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Sheila Gassant?
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing your, I guess, former boyfriend, Luckinson Pericles?
Yes.
Okay, for $2,500 that you say he owes you in money that you loaned him to get his car out of
loan.
Out of impound?
No, he had put his car in a title loan place.
In a what?
A title loan place.
A title loan place.
Yes.
Get his car out of Hawk and to do repairs on his car. Okay, tell me what happened there. How'd you two meet?
I met him at my hairdresser house.
Okay.
And that's his sister-in-law.
Okay.
And at that time, I was trying to get a car, and we become friends. And I asked him to help me find a good used car.
A good used car to help you find a good used car for you.
Yes.
Okay.
So at the time he told me that he has his kind of title loan place, he asked me to borrow $1,600.
But you were looking for a car.
Yes.
So you said no.
I didn't say no because he knew I had the money, and he
right, but you didn't have the money. The money was spoken for because you needed to buy your own car.
Yes.
So you said no.
No, I didn't say no.
Why?
Because he was helping me, and he told me that he had the power.
He was helping you?
Yeah, he was helping me find a car.
How's he helping you find a car if he's taking the money that you're using to buy the car? That's not helping you.
But he put his car...
I'll tell you the answer to my question.
Okay.
Because you wanted him, and because like so many other women before you, you figured the way to keep him is to spend money on him.
No.
No? Please explain how long you were dating him before you loaned him $1,600 to get his car out of a car.
Actually, that time we wasn't...
You weren't even dating. Wait, it's worse. At least if you're dating, you're getting some. But no, you're telling me... You're telling me that you're not even dating him. All he is somebody you met who you like, so you poured $1,600 on him.
No, we was fine first. And he told me that to let him buy.
But you understand, you don't have another $1,600, right? You couldn't buy a car if you loaned him money to get his car out, right? How did he get his car in to begin with?
How he's get what?
Yeah, how does a person get their car in a car loan place?
Okay, he put
get repossessed.
He put his car.
Was it repossessed?
No, Your Honor, what happened was my car was in the shop,
and need a transmission, has a transmission problem.
So they did the repair and you didn't pay them?
No.
Why did you need $1,600?
I didn't. That wasn't $1,600, Your Honor. She lying. I needed $600, and me and her, we were dating. So she says that, you know, she loves me, so she has the money. At that time, I didn't have a job. So she said that she will do anything, like, you know, and give me money. And then she gave me $600, but she never told me that I have to repay her back. Not only $600.
Did she ever give you any more money besides $600?
Yes. She kept giving me money because she loves me, and we met through my sister.
You're just irresistible. I can't wait. In fact, I may go find my wallet right now so I can take some bills out and just toss them at you because I can barely help myself. Go on.
Yeah. So that's about it, and she now.
That's about it. She rained $2,500 on you.
Less than that, because she, you know, been giving, like they say.
So she gave you $600 the first time, and then what?
I don't know. Probably. I mean,
Just making it up. Are you just making it up as you go along, or do you have?
I mean, she been giving me money, but I don't know the amount.
So when do you finally start asking him to pay you back the money?
Okay, I asked him in the month that.
Do you have your phone with you?
Actually, I have the text point out.
Are the texts inside the phone?
No, the problem is I had all the texts that the first money that he asked me for, so they stole that phone. So he told me.
Do you have the phone that has these texts that you submitted to the court?
I don't have them. I think I have some of the texts. I send them to my email. So
may I please see your phone and bring up his name?
Okay.
I'm looking at the texts that were submitted to the court. She texts you, "I'm free, plus you have to tell me when are you going to give me the $2,500 too? Shayla, you know if I got the money, I would give to you." What does it say here? O-U-P-A.
That's something in Creole.
What does it mean?
If you want, I can.
Opanza sim.
Let me see.
I want to know what this says. Now I really want to know. What does that say?
He said.
Read it out loud. Do you have a copy of this stuff?
Yeah, I have them with me. Okay, he said, Sheila, you know, if I had the money, I would give it to you. I'm not ungrateful. Like, I know what you did for me. Like, when somebody did something for him, he know what they did for him. That's what he's saying.
Then you answer, the only way I'll let you borrow more money is when you're promised to pay me back. All a person's got to do is promise to pay you back, and then they get more money?
Yeah, but...
Bonus, I lend you to fix a car. And his answer, July 2nd. Why did you say that to her? To get her off your back?
Just like, look, Your Honor, she took my phone, probably text her. She's real smart, Your Honor.
Yeah?
Yeah, she probably took my phone and text her phone now. How would that sound? You let me borrow money and me kept getting more money.
Oh, it sounds like the litigation that Douglas and I see every day in front of us. That's how it sounds. Ridiculous to us.
Right.
But very common. Very common. And I mean, why? Because you're that insecure that you feel like you got it. Why don't you just say no?
Anyway.
No, not anyway. Answer my question. Why can't you have a guy who you like, who you think is cute, who you want to be with, who asks you for money, who you say no to?
Welcome back to the People's Court. RV11 here. So, is it a good tactic to loan somebody $1,600 to make them like you?
Absolutely not.
Why? They need the $1,600. It's like, wow, thanks a lot.
That's stupidity.
Why is it a bad idea?
Money can't buy happiness. Never has and never will. And this might be another reason why not.
If somebody came to you and said, I'm going to loan you $1,600, would you like them more?
No, and also you can't trust somebody just because they lend you money. That's not fair.
Fair enough. It's a really stupid idea, just FYI. Going inside the courtroom.
The reason why I didn't say no to him, because he told me he was going to give me the money. I gave him the money in August 31st, and he told me he was going to give me the money back in September. He's going to sell the car and give me the money back.
Yeah,
so
not so much.
3 weeks later, I told him that I asked him for the money, and he told me that the car have some more problem.
He needs more money.
Yeah.
To be able to sell the car to pay you, he needs to put more money into the car.
Exactly.
And you bought that. Okay, what'd you say? That she was really smart?
Yes.
Because that's a really ridiculous thing for you to buy, even by your standards. But seriously, aren't you embarrassed?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of? She texts you, I want a full sentence. I don't trust you. And then you answer, I will give you back the money July 2nd. You there? Wow, really, Chella?
That's when he was calling me for him to come get extra money. Actually, when he told me about the money.
Then in February of 2013, you tell her, come get it tomorrow. You guys aren't even dating by then. So how did she take your phone and do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's magical. It's a mystery.
Look, the whole case is about jealousy.
Jealousy?
Yes.
Okay. And how is it about jealousy?
Because last month, and my sister-in-law had a baby shower at her house, and her best friend was there, which is she always think that me and her was together, that I'm messing with her best friend. And she messing with my cousin. That's the reason why me and her not together.
When did you guys break up?
I don't remember, about 6 months ago.
Is there no one else where you live but this little circle of incestuous back and forth where you know, everybody knows everybody and was related to everybody who dates everybody? Like, what is it?
Yes.
Are you dating his cousin?
He's lying.
I'm not lying, Your Honor. She was messing with my cousin. I cut him.
Are you messing with his cousin?
He's lying.
Back in December, on my birthday,
she messed with your cousin?
She was supposed to chill with me. She thought I went to work. And when I went, my cousin also thought because I work overnight from 10 to 7 in the morning. So my cousin thought I went to work too. So I was laying down in the couch. Of your
own place?
Yes.
Were you living with her?
No, me and my cousin live together.
You and your cousin live together?
Right. So therefore, he know when I go to work and when I'm coming home.
Right.
So now she's shocked. She see me laying down in the couch watching TV with my cousin. And I was
She's with your cousin or you're with your cousin?
She was with my cousin.
She was with your cousin at what time of the morning?
They should know at my house about like 10 or no, about 11.
Okay.
11 or midnight.
So she's shocked that you're home.
So now she's shocked. I was like, what's going on?
And what she said?
It was a big scene, and she was like, oh, it's nothing like that. She was acting like, oh, I wanted to surprise you, because I was calling her phone. She didn't pick up because she was with my cousin. So I'm
not sure what it has to do with the money, but I'm fascinated.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, look, this is not, okay, I'm just giving you a little, you know. So from then, so that's how when I broke up with her. But back in, like I say, last month, she found out that me and her best friend, like she was supposed to come to my sister-in-law baby shower. She didn't come. So her best friend came. So I think my cousin went and told her that I was dancing with her best friend.
Were you?
And she got jealous. And 3 days later, I received a letter that says she want to sue me.
Over money that she purportedly loaned you last year?
That she not loaned me, gave to me. Your Honor. She never said I had to pay her back.
So why do you agree to pay her back in the text?
I didn't, that's not my text.
But it's after you guys broke up. She didn't have access to your phone then.
It was after. Okay, you see that? I broke up with her, right? You said after we broke up and I went and get more money from her. That's why it didn't make no sense.
No, let me show it to you. Why don't you look at it? You don't want to look at it?
Yes, I want to look at it.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so I want you to look at it, and I want you to read through that and see the kind of things that you're saying to her and when you're saying them, and then you tell me how I'm not. Put your hand down. Go ahead. You tell me how I'm not supposed to conclude that you are agreeing that you're going to pay her back. See, maybe you just said it to shut her up, but what you didn't say was, hey, what are you talking about? You were spending money on me because I'm so cute. You were spending money on me because I'm irresistible. You were spending money on me because you wanted to, because you loved me. She loves me and wants to pay my bills. Oh, that's it? You don't want to, no curiosity?
Yeah,
you don't want to look through
it?
$2,500 verdict for the plaintiff. Let me tell you, it pains me every time that I have to rule in favor of that side when that side puts in writing that they owe it. Because what I want to do is say to her, oh, dearie, tough for you. I guess this is a tough lesson. But people like you never let me, because you always admit to it. It's always in the text, in the email, and so when you admit to it or you sign the promissory note, you expect me to just rip it up and teach her a lesson. I'd like to teach her a lesson, but I can't teach her a lesson. I got to teach you a lesson, okay?
Well, here comes the defendant, and after losing this case, the text message said it all.
She did it. She took my phone and texted her phone.
How'd she get your phone?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't either. Did you take advantage of her?
Nope.
Because that's what it looks like. That's how the story looks.
Nah, I didn't take any advantage of her.
How so?
Because it's just, we was dating.
Mm-hmm.
She was my girlfriend. I mean.
Somehow she got your phone and wrote those texts to herself.
Right. She's real smart.
Okay. All right. So here she comes. You took his phone and texted yourself?
That's not true. I don't text his phone. He texted me. Actually, he wanted more money to move to our apartment. That's the reason why he texted me to get more money.
Why did you give him money? What does this gentleman have that you find so irresistible?
I didn't give him money because I like him or anything. It's because he was my friend and he was helping me and he knew that I have the money. So
his claim about jealousy?
He's lying about everything, saying that I was with his cousin, all those nonsense. Like, look at me, what do I have to be with his cousin? Like, there's plenty of men, and look, like, it don't make no sense. He just a lie. That's what he do for a living anyway.
Harvey?
Okay, we have done this show for 148 years, and I can tell you that with all the cases we've done, there has never been a case where somebody buys somebody's love. It doesn't happen. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Shaq here, spinning fast-acting pain relief with Icy Hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Anyone can follow. It takes something special to be an original, which is why the 2025 Lincoln Navigator SUV arrives with new ways of surrounding you in luxury, including the ultra-wide 48-inch panoramic display and the multi-sensory Lincoln Rejuvenate experience. A true original never stops evolving. So meet the 2025 Navigator, the original that's all new and better than ever. Learn more at Lincoln.com. Lincoln and Navigator are trademarks of Ford or its affiliates.
This is the plaintiff, Doral Johnson. She says she watched in horror as the defendant backed into her parked car, severely damaging her fender. When she approached the guy, he told her, hey, it's an old car, call the freaking cops. When the defendant spoke with her with such disrespect, it made her very angry. Even the police said he was a jerk. Bottom line, he's an uninsured motorist, and she has no other choice but to sue him in court for the $1,223.36 it's going to cost her to fix her car. This is the defendant, Gaetano Mancelli. He says he was parking his car in a spot and very ever so slightly tapped the bumper of the plaintiff's car. Well, the crazed woman came at him screaming like a banshee, claiming he damaged her car. The plaintiff's car was bashed in already, for crying out loud. It was even rusty. The woman simply trying to seize the opportunity and is suing him here in this court for prior damage. He's accused of being a bumper thumper.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant hit her car and had the audacity to tell her not to worry because her car was a hoopty. But the defendant says he just tapped her bumper, and the fact is the car was already bashed in. It's the case of hoopty-doo.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Ms. Johnson, you are suing Mr. Mancelli for $1,223.36 in damages to your car that you say he did. Tell me what happened.
November the 11th. I had a little job in 58th Street selling T-shirts.
58th Street and what? In Manhattan?
No, in Woodside.
Okay.
I was sitting, it was kind of cold, so I was sitting in the garage. You know, he couldn't see me. And I heard the crash.
Your car, you were selling T-shirts out of where?
Out of the manufacturer. They have a factory there.
So were you parked on the street in front of the factory?
I was parked in front of the factory.
Okay.
And the driveway.
And you're within you can see.
I didn't see him when he pulled up, but I heard the crash.
Okay, so you
I got up.
Right.
By the time I got up, he had done got out of the car, and he was like walking away. And I said to him, I said, "You hit my car." And he didn't even look at the car, Judge. He didn't even look at it. He looked at me and he said, "It's an old car. call the police. And he left. So there was a guy that was coming, and he heard him. He said, how? Why he talked to you like that? And I went over, and the guy went over and saw that the front of my car was cracked and I had just got the new plates for my car, and they were bent. And he said he left, so he called the police. I called the police, and they came, and I told them what he did and what he said. And they said, where did he go? I said, I don't know. So they wrote up 2. One, they said I had to go to the precinct and get, because the one for hit and run, they sent that downtown. So I had to go to the precinct and pick that one up. But the one for the accident, they gave it to me right on the spot.
Okay.
And so then the police had found out where he lived and everything. Then they called me, and they gave me the telephone number for the insurance company that he had. And I called them, and they said that he was not insured.
What happened?
This story does not make sense, Your Honor. I was backing up. There was one spot on the corner. I was backing up, as we do, gingerly, your foot on the brake constantly. And I did tap her bumper.
Just a little love tap.
I did tap her
Just
bumper.
a little love tap. Okay.
As soon as I tapped her bumper, obviously, my foot went on the brake. I pulled forward 6 or 8 inches. That was it. What she says about me not looking at the car is not true, because as I exited my car, she was in the street screaming and yelling, "You just hit my car, and look at the damage that you did to her." I was astounded to find out that the front of her car was what I consider to be damaged in either a front end or rear end at about 55 miles an hour. It was crushed.
Well, let me see the pictures of your car.
So if you have a dented car and somebody comes along and hits it, do you have a right to get the portion fixed with that they hit, even if the rest of your car has dents?
Yes, sir.
Why so?
Because it's their fault.
No, it is their fault, but they're saying, hey, you know, the car was already a mess.
Yeah, but still, that dent wasn't there before, so they should at least fix that portion of the car.
Okay, fair enough. What do you think?
I think, yeah, if they're going to hit my car, I want some compensation for it.
So you can get it fixed perfectly, even if the rest of your car has a bunch of dents?
Yes, of course.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
So she said to me, "You did that to my car." I agree to the fact that I did use the word because I was, come on, lady, you got to be joking me. I'm not going to be a scapegoat for an accident that took place somewhere else, and you happen to be taking advantage of the fact that I just tapped your bumper. And I said, "I'm going to a church mass right up the street."
We're going to a church mass?
Yes.
You left the scene of an accident to go to a church
Well, that's
mass.
what I'm saying.
You know, there's a lot of irony in that. Am I the only one who sees it?
No.
Really? What? Because you know the law requires you to stay at the scene of an accident.
But, Your Honor, there was no accident.
No. According to your own testimony, there's an accident. When you touch her, there's an accident. Only in New York do people say, "Oh, it's just a tap." Oh, that'll happen. That'll happen. You know that the rest of the world doesn't talk that way. But, you know, I know that New Yorkers talk, "Oh, well, how else are you going to park?" You know, yeah, you park in a way that doesn't touch another car. But so once there's contact between the cars that's initiated by your foot on a brake that's released a little and then there's contact, yeah, you're supposed to stay. That's called an accident, however small and minor it may be. And whether or not the damages are on you or whether she's trying to scam you, that's a totally separate inquiry. So you're telling me, I love this, this is just priceless, that yes, you left the scene of an accident without waiting for the police and you did it to attend mass. What would Jesus do?
That's quite
oh my
funny.
Goodness.
That's quite funny, Your Honor.
No,
Except
it's
that
quite
I didn't
ironic.
consider it
As
an
a
accident.
practicing Roman Catholic, I'm offended. Oh my gosh. I got to tell I may just get off the bench and go talk to my priest right now and tell him this one.
Okay, how about the fact that I have
So it's
pictures
cracked.
of my car?
Okay, when you say big crash, 55 miles an hour, you're referring to the crack on the bumper here, right?
Yes.
Is it? No, I'm asking him. Right? Is that a picture of the front of her car? Or are you referring to the marks on the side of the fender?
This is not the car that I... This is not the automobile that I hit.
Okay,
That is not
let
the
me see the
automobile
police
that I
report
hit.
so I can see what automobile the police who did stay say you hit.
I hit an older car that was made of metal.
So that's for the accident. This is the hit and run.
What kind of car were you driving?
98 Civic Honda.
Your Honor, the car I hit was an 80s old metal automobile that I tapped.
What's your car?
A 2005 Suzuki Forensic.
You know what the officer did? He wrote describing both your vehicles, 2005 Suzuki. Like, the officer clearly made a mistake because he put it on your car and then he put it on her car. You weren't both coincidentally. Neither of you say she was driving a Suzuki. Let's see if this one has a...
Your Honor.
What do you think she did? She took another car that she owns? What is it you think happened? That she found a different car to pin it on you?
Yes.
For? That's fascinating if you had stood around to wait and could give me an accurate description of the car you hit. But by your own testimony, you turned around and walked off because you thought she was a scam artist. And I have the officer putting the driver's license plate that belongs to this car on the report. Who am I going to trust, him or you?
That was not the car.
You know what, Mr. Mancelli? I'll tell you what. Next time you give a little love tap to a car, stick around. Stick around, okay? I'm finding in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,223.36. Pay the lady.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, here he comes, the defendant, out here into the hallway. And what about what the judge had to say to you there in ruling against you?
It's a complete false accusation. Yeah. That lady has scammed not only myself, but the court. It's a travesty of justice.
You bumped her, and then you think she did what? How did the scam work?
Well, evidently, one of her friends must have put their car where her car was, and they took a picture of it. And
that's a pretty busy, scheme, complex plan just to get a few bucks out of you.
Well, I told the truth on this whole thing. Okay, I hit an older car. I tapped an older car. All right. Okay?
Okay, right this way. Okay?
Back this way.
Follow Officer McIntosh, please. All right, so you come out here, and he says you've successfully scammed him in the court. True? Is that what you did?
I'm not a scammer.
No?
He hit me so hard until I got up. And when I went over to him, I said, "You damaged my car." He kept walking. It's an old car. Mm-hmm. So a friend of mine was coming. He said, "Call the police." And I called the police.
Well, if he had acted differently at the scene, you think we would be here right now?
No, we wouldn't. Mm-hmm. If he had to disrespect me and talk to me the way he did, and gave me all his information, we wouldn't have been here.
Harvey?
By the way, a hit and run can land you in jail, and if there are injuries, it could land you in prison. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Your earbud fell in a coffee cup. You need a taco pick-me-up.
When modern life gets rough, grab the timeless taste you love. Paso, the old El Paso.
This is the plaintiff, Holly Liebrand. She says she told her landlord, the defendant, she was moving out, and the guy turned her electric off 8 days before she vacated the apartment. In addition to that, she was forced to live in deplorable conditions by the defendant, who's nothing more than a slumlord. She wants a refund of the rent for all she's been put through and is suing her lousy landlord for the $1,750 she's owed. This is the defendant, Trevor Beckingham. He says the plaintiff broke her lease 10 months early, locked him out of the apartment, preventing him from showing it to prospective tenants, and has some nerve suing him here today, considering she never even gave him a security deposit. Oh, her money. Good one, lady. Really good one. He's accused of ticking off a tenant. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for the balance of the lease.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the landlord retaliated against her when she said she was moving by turning off her electric. But the defendant says the plaintiff wouldn't even let him show the unit to prospective tenants. It's the case of lights out.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Holly Liebrand, you're suing your former landlord, Trevor Beckingham?
Yes.
For $1,750 that you want returned to you. That's a pet deposit and 2 months' rent that you lived there. Because according to you, the place was unlivable. You have a counterclaim against her for the statutory maximum because according to you, she broke the lease. All right, what's going on?
When I signed the lease, Trevor was not present. Sarah, who works with RE/MAX, who was representing Trevor, was. I was told to write out 2 checks, one for the first month's rent and the dog deposit, and then one to RE/MAX for security.
Okay, to RE/MAX for security?
Yes.
Were they your agent?
They were his agent.
You sure that wasn't their fee?
They told me to write out.
Do you have the checks?
Yep. And I have the lease.
So go on.
Yep. And then I also have that it was deposited and the money was taken out. The security check was not taken out. They told me that they couldn't cash it because it said security in the memo and that they didn't.
Yeah, it's their fee.
They told me that.
Hence what I'm saying. If it's to RE/MAX, it's going to be their fee. They don't take security. He takes security. So then you never paid security.
No, but according to.
And you never paid a realtor fee. I'm kind of confused about something.
Yep.
First month's rent and dog deposit?
Yes.
Okay, the rent is $700, right?
Yes.
Okay, plus $350 would be $1,050. Your check is for $1,166.67.
It was for the extra few days I was there because I moved in before the exact first date.
Okay, is it correct that $1,166.67 represented the first month's rent, some prorated something, and the dog deposit?
Yes, it was prorated for a few days.
Okay, so go ahead.
On April 28th, I emailed Trevor letting him know that the smoke detector was not working and that I put up my own for for my safety. The windows had condensation in them. I didn't notice it because when I looked at the apartment, it was early in the morning. And also asking him about the electric because per Sarah, I had to talk to Trevor about switching the electric into my name. He emailed me back saying that the windows weren't in his budget, that...
Do you have your email to him?
Yep.
Can I see it?
Absolutely. That the windows weren't in his budget and that he would be happy to continue paying for the electric as long as it stayed within a reasonable rate.
Electricity is not included in your lease. I'm happy to continue to take care of that as long as it stays within a reasonable rate. Ooh, everything's all pleasant. Okay, and then what happens? What goes wrong?
On May 21st, the AC, which was in the wall when I looked at the apartment, which was my understanding that it was working, I went to go use it. It was during the heat wave. I have the temperatures for that time frame. Wasn't working. I emailed Trevor asking him about it. He said that he couldn't do anything about it. The AC was old. That I had to go get a.
Now, why would she have to go get a new AC if she rented the place with an AC wall unit in there?
There was nowhere in the lease where air conditioning was included in the rent.
Right. Let me see the lease. But here's the problem. Do I have the lease?
Yep.
Okay. Here's the problem, though. I mean, when she rents it, it's there. So. That's really what I'm going by. Whether or not you have in your lease that there's a wall unit or I'm providing a wall, take the wall unit out. If you take the stove out. But when you rent a place to somebody, they expect that the appliances that are in there that you're providing to them will continue to work. So if nobody discusses that you have to bring your own AC unit, then why would she? So you complain to him and he tells you have to buy your own unit.
Yeah. And I mean, I have the.
How did that unit come into being to begin with?
That was built in, I believe, when the apartment was built, which is long before I owned the house, so it was a rather old unit.
Okay.
And
so
I just
you
didn't think about
complain that it's not working, and he tells you you've got to replace it, and then this is now May 24th, and tell me what happens.
I mean, I have the temperatures here. He said that I have to replace it. There's nothing he can do. I explained to him that I have health issues. I'm a thyroid cancer survivor. I can't handle high temps.
You're what?
Thyroid cancer survivor.
Good for you.
Thank you. This was the upstairs.
Survivor part.
Yeah, I know. This was an attic apartment upstairs. Yeah. So I mean, it was very hot in May.
Right. You didn't have the money to buy a wall unit and then deduct it from the rent and then battle it out with him at that point.
No.
Okay.
And
so you decide that you're going to leave.
Yes.
And you tell him, I cannot live like this, I cannot replace the unit. How much does the wall unit like that cost? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I recommended a window unit, which is
this wasn't a window unit.
It wasn't a window unit, but
What was this? I'm sorry.
it was like a window unit, but it was built into the wall. So it was. I mean, I couldn't just take it out like that. It was built into the wall.
Well, you could ignore it if it doesn't work and just get provider.
Which is what I did, which is why I wasn't thinking
No, I don't mean ignore it totally. I mean ignore it, comma. Just leave that alone. Don't use it and get a wall unit.
And that's what I was recommending.
Yeah,
not for
but
her to
at her
replace
cost,
the one that was there.
there's the rub, is that she felt that it should be your cost. You felt that it should be her cost. And since I'm calling the balls and strikes here, even though the lease doesn't say, I will provide you with, a working air conditioner, if you did when she rented the place and then it wasn't working, then that's something that I feel she as a tenant has a right to have expected you to take care of.
It wasn't ever working since she had it. It wasn't working with my
Then you should have made that
previous
clear.
tenant.
Because if she sees it there, she thinks it's going to work.
And again, like I said, I wasn't thinking about the fact that
That's
there was
fine.
one in
I
there.
understand why you didn't. I'm just telling you the effect of you not. All right, hand me that. So you decide that you're leaving over that?
Yes.
Okay, and so tell me about how you tell him I'm out.
I sent a letter in the mail, certified with return receipt, stating my...
What date?
On May 22nd, the day after.
Okay.
Stating my concerns and my worries and just saying how it's not going to
And
work.
did you receive that?
Yes.
Okay, and then you told him that you were leaving as of when?
As of the end of June.
Okay, and did you pay the month of June? Yes.
Yes.
All right, and then what happens?
June 21st, I woke up and I had no electric at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I called National Grid. They said they turned it off because nobody was on the account. And
Had you ever put it in your name?
No, because he told me he was going to pay for it. He told me he was going to continue paying for
Okay,
it.
so he then called them and turned off the electricity. That's the only conclusion because the electric was under his name. Did you turn off the electricity on June 21st?
Turn off the electricity.
I'm sorry?
No, I did not.
Do you have any proof from the electric company that the electricity was turned off on June 21st?
They couldn't show me anything. My father came up and to help me get some of my stuff out because I had nothing.
Come on up. Are you the dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
if you look at the email, she emails him regarding the electric being off.
Okay, show me that.
You have it.
You have it.
Since you decided, okay, so on June 21st, since you decided to answer my question about the dog deposit by turning off my electric without notice, well, that sounds like she had no electricity. I have no other option but to anxiously await your open house tomorrow to inform any future tenants by telling them my experience about you as a landlord.
He ended up canceling that. There was no open house.
Yeah, I would too. You nasty, nasty girl. His answer, I did not take any actions to have the electric turned off. However, based on your response and the way that you have acted since first moving in, I do not feel compelled to do you the favor of calling National Grid or getting the electric back up for you. As the lease says, you are responsible for electric. So you may call National Grid to get electric turned on in your name if you wish. He turns off the electric that's your responsibility to pay for. So really what you need to do is pick up the phone, call National Grid, put it on your credit card for a week, because in your lease you agree to pay for electric, and in your email to him you say, just let me know if you want me to pay for electric. And apparently he wants to pay for electric if it turns out that he turned it off. He claims he didn't turn it off and he doesn't know, but you know what? You're so nasty about that whole thing with the, I have to cancel an open house because of you. Now, I'm not inclined to help you. Okay.
Can a landlord ever turn off a tenant's electricity?
Never.
Never, ever, ever.
Never.
What if the tenant is being really, really awful?
Never. No. Shouldn't.
And if he does? Prison?
No.
Going inside the courtroom.
I gotta tell you, there's one thing I do agree with you on, and that is that if she rents a place with AC, she expects it to have an AC. And that's why I find that she is in fact able to break the lease. Because something you're supposed to do, you didn't do, which means you broke it first. You have a counterclaim against her for $5,000 because she broke the lease. But I find that you broke the lease, even if you didn't mean to. I understand that was your position. Your position was wrong, in my estimation. So I find that she has the right to leave. That is different from you being able to prove that the place is uninhabitable, so you don't even have to pay rent those 2 weeks. I am not going to order him to return your 2 months of rent.
Okay.
Do you have any proof of pet damage in order to keep the pet deposit?
I don't, but in the lease it says that it's not refundable for the first year.
Oh, okay, hold on one second. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, and your position on that is?
I couldn't stay in the apartment.
Okay, and your position on what she said, because I kind of agree with her. If she can't stay in the apartment from something that I find to be a breach on your part, then why should she be punished for that? The intent of that is that you want her to stay a whole year. But if you want her to stay a whole year, then, you know.
For one thing, I have pictures of the apartment that show the condition that it was in.
It's beautiful.
I have letters from both the former tenant that was in there before her in that specific apartment, as well as my tenant downstairs.
Do they mention whether the AC worked when they were there?
This one does make mention of the AC.
What'd she say?
She said that it does not work and that she used a window unit while she was in there.
Gosh,
and it was able
if you're on notice of that, why wouldn't you put that in the lease?
Like I said, it was just something
Why wouldn't you tell the person? You didn't even meet her.
It was just something that slipped my mind, the fact that the air conditioner was there, and to let her know that it didn't work. So yeah, like I said, that right there, that shows that she knew it, that it doesn't work.
It doesn't matter that the last tenant knew it. You're picking up what I'm putting down,
yes.
Right? That unless she knows it, then she made a deal with you to live there based on what she saw the facts to be, and the facts were different. That's you breaching it, not her. So, you know, that's just not fine. All right, but your pet deposit, I agree with you that you should be entitled to get that back. The pet deposit was $350, all right? So on your counterclaim 0, on her claim against you, $350 verdict for the defendant. Good luck, folks.
Let's get some comment from the defendant coming at her on the losing end of this case. What do you have to say?
It was a learning experience. I wasn't aware that I had to make the air conditioner known, or else that it was included. It's never been something that's included, and it was just a mistake. So I'm just happy to put it behind me.
Well, you understand the ruling that for all those reasons you were the one who breached the contract first, right?
I understand what the judge decided. Yes.
So you make some changes in the way you do business in the future in your next tenant lease?
Like I said, I have already rented it out again. Did make sure that they knew that the air conditioner was not working.
All right. Right this way, and come on in here. And you satisfied how this comes out? Yeah. Well, what was it like living there?
It was miserable. It was so hot. I couldn't sleep during the day. I worked nights, and it was hard to kind of sleep and work and not get sleep.
Mm-hmm. How's the pet?
The pet's good. He stayed at my parents' house most of the time because he couldn't stay there if I couldn't stay there.
Did he tell you that?
No, but he enjoyed staying at my parents' house.
And so where are you living now?
I'm back living at my parents' house.
Comfortable?
So, yep.
Comfortable for you?
I'd rather not be home, but...
Okay. Harvey?
Okay, this is why it is so important to get a written lease when you move into a place, because there are all sorts of rights and responsibilities on both the tenant side and the landlord side. And if you all just leave it to hope, trust me, it ain't gonna work.